I have met some really educated coaches that are broke. And I have met some really not so educated coaches that are making multi six and seven figures. And here's the thing, there are sometimes going to be people out there who are less smart than you, making more money than you. And the reason is probably because they know how to sell. And I find that a lot of coaches, especially heart-centered coaches, have a really hard time selling. And oftentimes this is because of the belief that they have around what selling truly is. When I tell you guys that I'm obsessed with selling, I'm obsessed. I've scaled 2 companies up to 7 figures, and across both companies, we've helped over 4,000 people. I'm going to teach you today why sales are incredible and how you can actually transfer the belief to somebody else around what you do and the solution that you offer. Because let's be real, sales gets a bad rap. But if you actually believe that selling is something that's beautiful, something that's significant, it can completely change the way that you show up, and it can completely change the way that you market to other people, as well as navigate your sales calls. So let's dive in, let's learn how to navigate sales. So first thing I want to just make really clear is that selling isn't just when you're on a sales call. This is how you show up. It's the level of competence that you have in yourself. It's how you market yourself, and it's all psychology based. And so when you understand human behavior, you're going to be way better at sales. Okay, that's the first thing that you need to do as a coach, is because you're in the science of behavior change anyway. So when you're selling, it's not just on a sales call, it's not just to the market, but it's also selling your clients on protocols. Why are your clients going to be compliant? So we have to really master sales as a coach, not just to sell people in, but also to get people results. Now, here's the thing about sales. Sales requires conviction. Conviction simply is just the extent in with which you believe. So do you actually believe in your offer? Do you believe in your ability to get somebody to a solution? Sales is the transference of belief. So if you do not believe in what you do, if you do not believe in yourself, if you do not believe in the solution that you offer, it is going to be really hard for you to transfer that belief to somebody else and to get them to buy into the program. So how do we actually dig into this, and how do we get ourselves to believe in ourselves and our offer? So here's the first thing that I'm going to say, is that you obviously have to know who you're working with and what solution it is that you offer them. But that sometimes isn't enough. You might feel really confident in your program, but maybe you just feel like you suck at sales. Well, here's the thing. I know that sales calls can be pretty tough to navigate sometimes, especially if you're new to them. I will tell you, it's going to be a matter of getting your reps in. But either way, sales is a skill that needs to be learned, but you also have to have a level of conviction. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your offer. What oftentimes happens is we are conditioned or programmed to believe something about sales, about money, about ourselves that doesn't allow for us to fully show up confidently on sales calls. So what this could look like is you have maybe a poor money mindset. Maybe you don't believe in yourself. Maybe you don't believe in your ability. Maybe you feel incompetent to sell and you tell yourself that you suck at sales. And what happens is that manifests in your mannerisms, in your body language, in your confidence, in the tonality, in the way that you speak. Or maybe you come in to sales calls and you have preconceived notions that people can't afford you. Or you have these preconceived notions that you're not worthy of having another client on your roster. You're not worthy of actually getting somebody to that solution. And these kind of things manifest in the way that you talk on your sales calls, in the tonality, and like I said, your eye contact and body language. So how do we actually tackle these beliefs? Because you might not even be aware of them right now. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to become more aware of these beliefs. So something that I want you to do, I want to give you guys some tangible takeaways today. These are going to be short and snippy, okay? Actually implement these, because I don't want you to walk away from this all rah-rahed up and all excited and not actually do anything about it, okay? Coaches who have a level of conviction and believe in their ability and their vision, they're going to take action, okay? So you have to take action on this. The first thing that I want you to do is just write down what you believe about sales. Right? Just write that down. What do you believe to be true about sales? Maybe do you feel like it's salesy? Maybe do you feel kind of greedy if you get on sales calls? Do you feel like you're not worthy of selling to somebody? And now I want you to also write down, what are the beliefs you have around money? What are the beliefs that you have around money? Do you think that people are actually going to pay you? Do you believe that your program is worth what you're charging? Do you believe that people are coming in from your audience that actually are willing to give you their dollar bills? Okay. And I want you to look at these beliefs as you write them down. I want to ask you this, are those actually conducive to you being able to show up and sell? Is that the kind of belief that you want to transfer to somebody else? Do you think your prospects are going to buy from you if those beliefs are what you believe? Because your core beliefs determine your thoughts, and your thoughts determine your feelings, and your feelings determine your actions. Because those beliefs at your core, those create your thoughts and your feelings, and those create your actions and behaviors, which reinstill those core beliefs. And so if you keep getting no after no after no, my question for you is, have you shifted your belief system around money, around your offer, around your competence and your ability to get people results? Because when you can shift your beliefs to something that you actually would want to transfer to somebody else, that's going to allow for you to sell more people into your program. So ask yourself, what kind of belief do you want to transfer to other people? Do you want to transfer the fact that you believe in them to actually do the work? Do you want to transfer the belief that your program and offer is designed perfectly to actually match what they need? So after you write those beliefs down, I want you to ask yourself, if they're not conducive, what do you actually have to believe for you to shift those things? Okay, if you don't feel worthy of receiving someone else's money, what do you need to believe to be true? Maybe it's that your program is worth the amount that you're charging. Maybe it's also believing that if you're not charging your worth, you're actually just enabling people to get stuck in their cycle. They're not going to have enough skin in the game to actually move the needle forward. So ask yourself what kind of beliefs you need to hold on to for you to be able to transfer that to somebody else for them to actually buy into the program. When you understand your own subconscious thoughts and how they're not serving you or how they could be serving you, this is what's going to allow for you to show up better to sales calls, have better body language, better tonality, being more present. Because what I find a lot of the times is if you have these subconscious beliefs that are holding you back, you're thinking more on your sales calls about what the next line should be, what the next response should be, instead of you actually just listening to somebody and what their true core desires are. That's the most important thing that you could do on a sales call. So if you're struggling with sales, I want you to first dive into this. And I also want you guys to let me know. I want to cover more on sales and selling. So I'm curious if you guys would want to see more videos on sales specifically. Just give this a thumbs up or just comment down below or do both. And I would love to hear from you guys more of what you want to hear in regards to selling, maybe some of the things you guys might be struggling with when it comes to selling. And also just check out my Instagram. I'll leave it right here. I just covered a full live series on my page, and all the lives are on psychology of sales and understanding sales for coaches. Guys, go check that out on my Instagram page. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and had lots of takeaways, and I will catch you in the next one.